And now, it's time for Socially Awkward Media with Levack Goz. Awkward on 104.5 The Team.
All right, you tweet to us, you email us, you write on our Facebook, and sometimes it's pleasant enough we can read it out loud. And when that happens, it ends up as part of Socially Awkward Media every Thursday around 4 o'clock. We're live at Humbugs for this edition. Goz, have at it, sir.
Yes, the ways you can always be a part of it, Facebook.com/1045 The Team. Again, Facebook.com/1045 The Team. At 1045 The Team, at the Jeff Levack, and at Tom Goz, TOMGOZZ. Let's start with Joshua. Joshua talking about tonight's Thursday night football game between the Bills and the Jets. Bills have the ability to take the AFC East. Hashtag New York Jets fan. You believe in Joshua? Do you think it's a reverse jinx for tonight?
So, this is the scenario that I've been thinking of that gives the Bills the East. They continue the turnovers, and by continue turnover, I mean continue to take them, and Brady gets hurt. No, Brian Hoyer's not the backup who's gonna surpass you. Those are the things I can see it happening. So I believe it is far more possible today than I did before the season began.
Isn't that too much for the Bills? That feels like a hot fudge sundae and you dumped like whipped cream and then like Reese's peanut butter cups and then like more chocolate and then more ice cream. No, that's too much. It only needs like maybe a cherry.
That sounds amazing.
Bills fans haven't been to the playoffs as they know this since 1999. I don't think they want a division title. Just get in the playoffs, end that curse, move it on to the Seattle Mariners and somebody else, and they're fine with that. I'm not ready. And I'll
shut up and go make me a sundae. That sounds awesome. Go get that. We'll get that. Come back with that.
I'm not going to say that they can win the AFC East until I see them take down the Patriots. The Patriots have defeated that team more so than any other team. They've owned the Bills since Tom Brady has been at the helm of that team. How about Corey writing in? Our good old pal, Corey in Greenwich. Corey wrote in, "Hey, guys. Did not call it months ago. Said Trevor Siemian's holding the Denver Broncos back. I should get a little credit." Well, there you go, Corey. I don't remember it, but there's your credit.
Corey says he's predicted everything that's happened in the world. Corey, I love Corey. He's crazy. He's absolutely insane.
Corey's nuts. Can we just talk about this? Oh, you just missed it real quick. I don't know if you saw that. Giancarlo Stanton was here doing a press conference on ESPN News, and Giancarlo Stanton was talking about the season. He was doing his press conference in a black, what do you call that shirt there? A cut sleeve shirt, one of the shirts you wear tonight.
Muscle shirt?
Muscle shirts.
Yeah.
He was doing it in I don't think I've ever seen somebody not in the locker room showing up to a press conference with a muscle shirt on. Little tank top action.
You don't know anybody that looks like Giancarlo Stanton.
That's a good point, I guess.
If I looked like Giancarlo Stanton, I wouldn't own sleeves.
You would show up with like no shirt on during the press conference. What?
I would just like just the towel. I just got the shower. What? You want to talk or not?
Linda wrote this in. Linda wrote in, "Women's football gear should not be pink." That's just not right.
See, because you're a real fan, Linda. Like, a lot of the pink gear is, aren't I cute? Aren't I cute, Jenna? Look at me. My favorite team's the same as my boyfriend's favorite team, and I got it at Victoria's Secret. She's really a sports fan. It's just a secret. That's what that fan is.
Let's talk about more gear. Our guy Peter wrote in the show. Peter wrote in, "Now the question is, will Goz buy a Houston Astros World Series cap because the hat is orange?"
Did you?
There were times during the game I thought, wow, that's a nice uniform. I like the orange tint. No, I'm not going to buy that.
What if I went and bought you a Yankee All-Star cap with the orange and white?
No. There's times where I watch the Knicks, I'm like, well, you know, I kind of like the... Oh, it's the orange. I don't know why. It's just, I guess for a kid.
Who's your hoops team?
I root for the Knicks, but I root for Melo, so it's hard. I would root if Melo played the Knicks. I would root for Melo. I would. It's a bad answer, but it's the truth.
You need to let the Melo thing go.
No, it's not going to happen. Speaking about people who are tied to their cities and their sports teams, our good friend Boston Dan wrote into the show. Boston Dan wrote in, "Another reason, Levack, why Boston is the greatest sports city in the country."
Greatest city, flat out. It was attached to a study that says that the city of Boston would be the most likely to survive a zombie apocalypse. And I wrote, there's two reasons for that. One, it's Boston, and the streets are all set up in such a way that's confusing for the living. Imagine being the dead and trying to find your way through it. And two, what about the fact that you just fortified all the Duncans? That's where everybody goes in the morning. and they'd be fine. So it's not really about how great Boston is. It's how confusing and that everybody lives in Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay. I guess that's all true. Although I do believe Boston Dan would say Dan in his city have the best sports city. But I think there's something that's going to happen here.
He's a Giants fan.
I know.
I'm just saying.
There is something that's going to happen tomorrow. And Woods, I know you need to help us a little bit. Tomorrow we're going to be broadcasting live from the Capitol Center. But something's happened.
For the Ski and Craft Beer Expo.
Yes, Ski and Craft Beer Expo. That's a tongue twister right there. But remember this, Woods. 3:45 the past 2 Fridays, we've gotten no, not Shaq Hennessy. The past 2 Fridays, we've gotten a call from Grandpappy.
Yes.
Grandpappy from Massachusetts.
Dan from Massachusetts, yeah.
Dan from Massachusetts. So there's a little bit of a rivalry here on Levack Goz. Boston Dan versus Dan Grandpappy from Massachusetts. Let's see if Grandpappy calls tomorrow at 3:45. He gets to be right on the show, and Boston Dan can rebuttal
absolutely
that.
Front of the line.
The first of could be a rivalry on the show. Let's go to Woods. You know what? Our own producer chimed in on Socially Awkward Media. Woods wrote this in. What's the excuse this year for Eagles fans when they don't win the Super Bowl? Hashtag thanks, McNabb.
I mean, right now they've got to be the favorite. They've got to. Just started today. Just based on what you're looking at, it's them and the Patriots.
If we did the Levack Goz power rankings, the Eagles would be number 1. They've looked the best team this season, everything. Offense, defense, special teams. Yes, the Eagles have looked like the best team. And yes, they probably will blink Donovan McNabb if they don't win.
I'm about to eat this Bronco burger and be as big as Donovan McNabb.
I'm going to get to your eating habits here in a second. It's coming up. Dan wrote this to me, okay? Dan on Twitter wrote to me, "Happy birthday, Goz."
Oh,
now that's nice, but here's
your birthday?
Here's the issue. When Dan wrote me that message, "Happy birthday, Goz," it was a day after my birthday.
Oh, okay.
And
a little late.
Oh no, hang on. On my Twitter profile, I think it says my birthday. I think it actually says October 28th. So he went to my Twitter page, saw my birthday was the 28th, and still wrote "Happy birthday" a day later. Is that okay?
Well, yeah. Well,
okay.
He should have thrown belated in. But no, goodwill is goodwill, my friend. That's the same. Like, we're getting into the holiday season where, like, you're not supposed to say Merry Christmas to anybody anymore. I still say Merry Christmas. If you drop a Happy Kwanzaa on me, even though I'm not 100% sure how it works, it's just goodwill. I'll take goodwill. Happy Hanukkah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I was going to crush Dan more today, but during the show at one point, I texted my fiance asking if one of my own relatives' birthday was today because I wasn't sure. And I think the answer is yes. So just out of the blue, I texted her happy birthday.
I confused my mother's and my sister's. So my sister's birthday is coming up. My mother's already passed, and my mother's passed. So it was like, I'm saying like, oh no, I didn't say happy birthday to my sister. And I was like, oh wait, it was my mom's birthday. She can't get mad at me. So she laughed at this kind of stuff.
I know, I'm laughing. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous to laugh.
No, it's okay. She would have laughed. She would have thought that was funny.
Two more here. Mike Camps wrote this in on Twitter. Mike Camps wrote in, "I don't like the idea that trades are announced to the public. My new idea for trades in sports is that fans never know about it, and then the player just shows up. Their music hits. Just pro wrestling style. By God, that's Jay Ajayi's music. Imagine how wild Philadelphia would go. Your thoughts on players just randomly showing up without us even noticing?"
I think that would be. That was my favorite part of pro wrestling when I was a kid. And you're sitting there, and it's like, by God, it's Hulk Hogan, and like Rob Van Dam just came out of the seat. Like when WWE or F or whatever it was at the time bought ECW, and randomly those dudes started showing up. And then when Hall and Nash invaded WCW, oh, that was the best. Yeah, I think we should do that. I think there should be trades that we don't know about. This is a great idea. This is maybe the best idea ever.
How much better would it have been if you knew Cleveland didn't sign LeBron James and just randomly out of the blue he showed up back in the Cleveland Cavalier uniform? It would have been awesome. It's a fantastic idea. We closed it out with this one. James wrote this into the show. All right, guys, be honest with me. Was Levack eating for the last half hour of the show tonight?
What
sure sounded like it.
When did James send this? Yesterday?
This is somebody, James, on Twitter. This was October 30th. So I don't even remember you and I being live out on October 30th. That's
it was Monday. Yeah.
What were we eating in the studio on Monday on October 30th?
No, Monday we were at where were we on Monday? We were out, weren't we?
I'm trying to remember where we were on Monday. I know we were out somewhere on Monday.
I don't, man. You know it's bad when you don't even remember.
I can't even remember. I know we had 3 live shows this week. I know we were.
Somewhere. Oh no, we were at JP's Wide World of Sports.
Yes, we were. I don't remember us eating though.
Oh no, I sold the Oreos at one point. I don't think it was a full half hour.
We're trying to piece together. Like it was.
At one point I had chocolate dipped Oreos. The other And then Harambe kept bringing us food. That's probably an accurate statement, but you were eating with me.
I don't remember seeing it on the air.
I think the difference is, like, you try to hide it, and I'm just like, you guys should try this. It's really good.
Do you want to start eating now? I think if there's any time in the history of the show that you're allowed to eat on the air, and I won't yell at you, now's the time, because James thinks you were eating, and you really might not have been eating, but now you have food in front of you and you can eat.
Well, I have the Bronco Burger here at Hum Clubs, and, like, everybody's like, how can you order a Bronco Burger? Because this is what the Bronco Burger is, okay? It is a half-pound burger with baked ham, crispy bacon, fried pickles, honey Dijon on a grilled hard roll with onion rings. Okay? I'm eating that. That's happening.
Can I get a second one? I already had mine at like 1:30.
You should get the Raider Meltdown. Baked ham, bacon, and Swiss with Thousand Island on grilled Italian bread.
Oh, man. I might have to. Seriously.
Dude, I'm telling you. It should just be the Raider Melts, but because they're all Broncos fans who own the bar and they love to mock me, it's the Raider Meltdown. And I take no offense to it, much like the Broncos have no offense.
Well, that is
so that's it right there.
That's socially awkward media. Remember, no matter what day it is, whether it's Thursday, Friday, but even the weekends, you could always be a part of Levack Goz. Facebook.com/1045 The Team. Also, email us. Our emails are right on our Twitter accounts if you want more than 140 characters. At the Jeff Levack and at Tom Goz, TomGozz on Twitter.